How to make new queens in the same hive and have a big production of honey.
Hi, I'm Mike from HiveReach, and this is my beehive.
I chose text-to-speech to be understood better. We are at the beginning of May in my back garden. Location southwest of England. We start with a strong colony. The first time, we find the queen and leave her at the bottom box. We take all the frames with brood larvae and eggs and put in another box. We complete the bottom part with empty frames. We put the queen excluder and put the boxes back in the hive, leave the box with brood larvae and eggs at the top. In this way, we prepare the hive to be strong for the harvest, which will be in about a month. By this, we force all the young bees to go in the top box. The queen is forced to lay eggs at maximum capacity to restore the frames with brood that were taken. We prepare the frame support. With melted wax we glue the parts from the queen growth kit. If we don't have a queen grow kit, we can use the pieces of wood that we will glue on the growth frame. With the help of a stick, rounded at the end, we make cups for growing queens. With the help of a heated blade, we glue the cups to the growth frame. We put little water mixed with honey inside the cups. Insert the growing frame inside the hive. The bees will clean the inside the cups, making ready for the next step. After a few hours you can remove the frames from the hive. We prepare the hive for the start of raising the queen. We take an box full with frame, preferably new comb. At the bottom is the box with the queen that started to lay eggs. In my case, there are two boxes. On the top of the queen excluder, we place the box with new comb. On top of box, we place the rest of the boxes with frame. The last box it's one in which we have frame with pollen larva and growth frame. From the calmest and the best hive, we looked for a frame with 1-day-old larvae. We take that frame and with the help of the grafting tool, we take the day-old larva from the cell and put it in the cup. It's not hard. Here, my 12-year-old boy tries this procedure for first.
Yeah.
Slowly, slowly. It's in.
Yeah, it's in. Bravo.
In case where we don't have a growth kit, and we don't have a grafting tools, we take a frame with day-old larvae and cut it in strips the size of a cell. We shorten this strip from the part where we want the queen cell to be. After cut the strip again in 1 cell dimension. In the end, we must have a square slightly larger than a cell, and in the middle of it must be the one-day-old larva. We glue the cell to the pieces of wood that we prepared before. We insert the frame back into the hive. After 24 hours, we can move the frame to any hive to be raised and replace it with another one. You can see from the second day that it is successful. Even if the success is small, we must not be discouraged. After another 24 hours. The advantage of this method is that you can have your queen at any time without losing honey production and without weakening the bee colonies. After 72 hours, we can harvest royal jelly for ourselves if you want, leaving the biggest one for the future queens. Harvest royal jelly must be kept in the freezer. From the 12th day, you can put the protective cage. In south of England where I am, the weather it's more capricious, and maybe we do not have a window of good weather in the next few days. That's why we shouldn't risk it. Some queens come out faster than we expect and kill the others. The weather it's good. We are starting to prepare the mating nucleus. They consist in 2 frames. One with capped brood and another with honey and pollen. Because the nucleus will stay in the same apiary, I will shake another frame of young bees in top. After they are put in position, we can bring the queen cell and put it between frame. After this, the nucleus must not be disturbed for 2 weeks. If you think that there is not enough honey in the frame, we can add 100 grams of sugar paste in top. The colony it's back to normal. More than 10 days have passed and parts of the brood has hatched. With this method, we prevent the swarm, have a new queen, and the hive ready for the big flow. If you don't have a mating nucleus or you have only one hive, we can leave the queen cell in top box and add a second queen excluder under that box and one entrance in top. In this way, the new queen will be matted in the top box and the old queen in the bottom box. For success, must have a strong colony and at least 2 or 3 boxes with frames between boxes. We are in May 21st. Let's see what happened to the colony. After removing the growth frame, we intersperse the frame from hive. All the frame has been drawn. The bees from capped brood it's now ready for the honey flow. The drawn comb has started to be filled with honey. If it next week will be good, whether all the frames will be filled with honey. In the bottom box most of the brood has started to be capped. In 2 weeks it will be ready for the beginning of bramble honey. Part of the frame are eggs and larvae. In this way we change the queen every year and prevent swarming. We produce strong colonies ready in time to produce honey. All in the back garden without too many tools. One thing is important. Strong colonies and the same type of frame can be easily moved between boxes. How to have strong colonies in the spring. Next time. But in the meantime, you start with this because they are all connected.